Give me my theme music.
Unfollow me.
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 I ain't really want you to follow me anyway.
You got too much drama. Say that drama for your mama.
Keep that riffraff off my timeline.
You and everybody you in cahoots with can unfollow me. Follow us.
Period. On all of them, okay? All social media. Unfollow me.
Hello. Welcome back. I'm trying to sound like Jaquita, y'all. She got that voice.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey,
y'all.
absolutely. Welcome
What's
back.
up, y'all?
Welcome back to Unfollow Me.
The hotline.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Ricky. And now I'm on the hotline.
Y'all are too much.
Okay, guys, we are so glad to be back. And we just want to shout out to all of our listeners for keeping it real and just, providing the feedback and listening and constant listening. We really appreciate the support.
Yeah, thank y'all for listening. We appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
Because, the title Unfollow Me, it's not meant to be rude. It's more of it's a multiple entendre.
Girl, speak for yourself. No, I'm just playing. Speak for yourself.
I don't think I ever explained like the motivation behind me coming up with this particular title, but it's like I said, multiple entendres. Like people keep up with social media so much and they want to, follow the trends to the T. And I just want people to be themselves. Like, I don't want you to follow me like how people have that, like they watch celebrities all day or just anybody that they kind of look up to or even anybody they want to compete with. Like, I don't want to be watched. So unfollow me and follow Jesus. Don't follow me.
Wow.
Don't follow me. But yeah, that's my interpretation of unfollow me. Because I know people be wondering like, okay, the theme song and unfollow me sounds real like shady. But then they listen to our material and our content and they're like, oh, they not mean like that. They cool,
Yeah.
So I just thought I would get that off my chest.
Okay.
What y'all think? You all over there. Look. Brittany said I got my own interpretation. It's open for interpretation.
Oh, that's why I like the baseball cap. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Multiple entendres.
Yeah. Yeah.
She said literally.
No, literally. Because, everybody be like, I thought you was mean. I'm not, but just leave me alone.
Unfollow me.
Leave me alone.
Or when you're out in public and you're wearing the ball cap, you can ward off bad spirits with that unfollow me.
For me, like, unfollow me. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, if you don't want to be a part of what I have going on, leave.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to stay in my space and complain about it or have input or anything. Like you're free to go.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. It's like a personal thing for me. You're free to leave.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's multiple things for me. Honestly, it was inspired because of some situations that have transpired. So it was inspired. Like I do want people to unfollow me. Like I want to block them, but I'm like, I want to be the bigger person and I'm gonna let them just go ahead and block me or unfollow me first. Multiple reasons for this title. Like
I do this all the time.
We do this all the time. Shout out to Havy Wavy.
I feel like unfollow me is for those RBF girls like myself.
Oh,
when you got that face. And sometimes, like I was literally at the gym just a couple days ago, and a guy was about to walk up to me. He was like, "I was gonna come talk to you, but it seemed like you didn't want to be bothered." Like, oh dang, my bad. I don't want to be bothered. Though.
But seriously,
I don't want to be bothered though. I'm so sorry, but
especially at the gym.
Not at the gym.
Yeah.
Now I'm sweating.
Right.
Back up.
I mean, but hold on, like that. You could meet your husband in the gym, though.
Yeah,
like these places the places that you frequent. It may be,
you got a point.
where you find someone. I mean,
I like that. Good job.
If he was ugly,
What say
then
you,
that's
Brittany?
a difference.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
The silence
I'm
told
sorry,
it all.
y'all. It was the ugly cackle that came right behind it. But
Ooh, shout out to Guy though.
shout out to Guy.
But
out to
hey,
Jim
you have to really give people props these days for even stepping up.
Yeah.
Because dudes do not approach.
Right.
Like I remember being single, I'm like, so you rather slide in my DM than approach me.
Mm-hmm.
I saw I saw you and I just wanted to send you a message.
Yeah.
You didn't want to talk in person?
Yeah. So kudos to him for even having the gall to approach my girl.
Was he a short king?
All of the above, girl.
Oh wow.
Dang
but
it.
you know what? You can't knock the hustle
I can't knock it.
and the confidence.
Mm-mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, then I have that like very forced, awkward smile. Like, no, I'm nice for real. But like when I'm in here trying to get these reps
It's
in,
not to you.
Yeah.
when I'm in here trying to get these reps in, I'm locked in. You gotta leave me alone. You gotta leave me alone so I can do the work that I came here to do.
He came to discuss your form. No? Okay.
Oh yeah, y'all can't see my face. Y'all can't see my face. My form is fine.
Say that.
Yeah, I'm just when I'm focused.
We are yet
I'm
praying.
focused. Yeah. Pray for my attitude, Lord Jesus. Pray for my attitude. Because clearly, yeah. like Brittany wants stuff, but she ain't ready. She ain't ready to change her behavior. I'm not changing my behavior yet.
Brittany said God is not through with me.
He is not through with me. When I'm invested in a workout, I just need to. I got to do it. You just got to let me do it.
Yeah. No, I get that though, because sometimes you be in your own zone. Like when the gym can be very therapeutic for us. So when you're in your own little zone, you're not expecting nobody to be in your face.
True. Catch me on the way out.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love how y'all be excusing my poor behavior.
But no, it's real.
Y'all excuse my unfollow me behavior.
I mean,
Life
as
is
a
hard.
Y'all
gym,
enable me.
you can't think about being a certain person or a certain type of person every second of the day.
Yeah.
You know, just being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Life is hard enough. When you leave the gym, them problems gonna pile up immediately.
Right,
so that's your therapy and your zone.
Yeah.
No one should bother that. Yeah, exactly. Keep your RBF.
Y'all can still approach me. Just
y'all
can still approach me. You just got to be prepared. Just be prepared.
Approach her.
Yeah, I'm nice. I crack a joke or two.
May the best one win.
The odds be in your favor.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we do have some gentlemen that listen to the podcast. If you're single, go ahead and send y'all can send the DM because we don't see y'all like that.
Yeah.
So send a DM, and if you're interested,
we got requirements though.
I mean,
if y'all want to discuss
Wait,
later.
what is this? What is this? What is this?
This is not the gym, so
This ain't the gym. This sound like a setup. This sound like a set up.
Yeah. Well, it's time. So, But you know what? We're just gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a segment called a segment called Common Trends I Don't Plan on Participating in. So for mine, I have a list, and I feel like such a anti person, you know.
You do go against the grain.
I go against the grain, but I just don't like these things because either they're too common or they're overhyped.
Hey.
So let's start with my list of
we ain't mad.
9 or 10 things.
9 or 10 things. There's 9 or 10 more than I got, but let's do this.
We're gonna start with this line dance with the fans, the boots on the ground. Like I it just doesn't do it for me. I just can't.
What particularly about it? Did I say that right? What about it?
I think it's overhyped and people just be. I like to see people excited, but not about this line dance.
Not too excited.
Give it 10, 20 years, and you might be out there doing it with Jonathan.
Right.
Like, let me just show y'all how to do it.
But right now, it's
y'all got the Tamia dance, and I gave up on that.
Okay,
we got it.
Y'all did get that down.
Yeah, we did that. But I just can't see myself pull. Oh, let me get my fan. Oh, let me get my fan. Here, I'll do this work.
It's the props.
I can't. It's extra. It's just so extra, and everybody thinks they're doing something.
Okay,
you can't do the Tamia dance. You ain't nobody. Sorry.
Well, dang. Because I can't do the Tamia dance. I can't. But now I choose not.
No, I'm talking about the boots on the ground people. They think just because they're doing some fan work that they somebody in the line dance terrain. Well, you're not.
I am somebody.
I is smart. I is kind.
Tamia dance reigns supreme. You can't do that. Sit down.
Okay.
Okay. Next is panels. Now, I know panels can be beneficial in which you can get multiple takes from multiple people in one sitting. But some of these panels, I don't care. I don't care for it. Some are good. But others,
when I had my panel,
y'all be doing extra. Like,
Ledger was like, "Oh, a panel, okay."
Oh wait, what you mean?
The one I was on last year.
Oh,
that one was great.
I'm sure that was good.
That one was good.
I'm sure it was good.
She was like, "Oh, a panel, okay."
No, I would have gone. Like, we went to one with Marriage Night. Marriage Night, that was a good panel because it wasn't too many people, and people weren't like, because it ain't too many people to where like people are fighting to say something or right at a time.
It sounds like you're saying like people are just creating panels for any reason. Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, I have this event. There's going to be a panel, but like we don't need.
Sometimes you just need a keynote. Yeah, you just need a keynote.
Yeah.
And I think people also devalue how important it is to have someone that is a really good speaker.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying they got to be they have to be a paid public speaker, but somebody that has that charisma and that can really engage and inspire. And inspire and really take control of a crowd. And that's what gets really irritating when you go sit in on these panels and you have people like, okay, well, I'm not really used to this, but I figured I'd just share from my point of view, from my experience. I'm like, girl, if you don't put some bass in your voice and talk about your experience.
Like, why are you up here?
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Jocelyn, why is you here?
Why is you here?
Yes, thank y'all. Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah, I agree on that. I just think for folks that want to have a panel, just make sure you pick people that pick quality people that are good at speaking. I don't care if you got to have tryouts or you got to go sit and watch what they do, but because you'll find out real quick, like, they're not going to be able to engage or hold the attention of my crowd.
Not an audition.
That's when people start looking at their phone like, okay, well, this panel is
not paneling.
It's ran its course.
It's not paneling,
it
baby.
Ain't panning out.
It's not panning out.
Y'all know I love a good pun. So.
We know, girl.
But thank y'all. This is why y'all are here to really further the things I try to say that I can't articulate as well as I would like to. Y'all are good on that.
That's what we're here for, girl.
Yes. And next, grazing boards. Like, I don't need no big grazing board with 100 people picking through the grazing board. Like,
I love me a good charcuterie, but
charcuterie board?
Bunch of
charcuterie board,
3 people maximum. Yeah, I love the charcuterie. Yeah. But not a huge grazing board.
I can't do a huge one.
And plus, like, it's like picked over. So I got to get the scraps.
Yep.
And I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry girl.
I'm hungry girl.
I like it when they do the little cups, when they do it separate. Where just a little pick and go. A little pick and go is good. It's not functional. Yeah.
To me,
Get that salami and that Gouda and get out the way.
Yeah, just put them on some plates and just hand them out at this point. And I want the prosciutto. All of it. Next up, conferences. I just can't be somewhere for 8 hours and then turn around and have to come back the next morning for like another extended amount of time. And this is common with church conferences.
Okay.
Which, I understand the intent behind them, but for us to have to go in the evening and then come back early the next morning, which again, I'm a morning person, but it's just the turnaround is, I don't like the structure of conferences, your typical conference. And don't ask me what the solution would be. I don't know. Cram it all into one day.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the format.
I never thought I was a conference person until I've kind of went to them here recently. Mm-hmm. But I think it's, what are you interested in? Like, if it's a conference that you're really gaining knowledge, information, networking, it might work out. For me, it's the real estate. Real estate one.
But what was the format? Was it like you listen to people all day and then you got to come back and listen to more people all day?
It was multiple classes. Mm-hmm.
It was like classes?
Each class had
I love a good conference like that. Like a big one.
Yeah.
Anytime I've had to travel, because I'm in healthcare finance, so I have conferences. I go at least once a year that, my organization pays for. But I love it when they have like those like those 30, 45-minute sessions, but they let you pick stuff. Like if we talk about Medicaid reimbursement, okay, let me go to that class. Like you can pick like that. I love it when it's like that. Yeah. But when it's just, okay, well, we got this panel, we got a keynote, but like we all stay in one room and they just switch out all the stuff. Yeah. I hate that.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that's usually like the conferences they do that are local. Like, oh, we got one this in Dallas. I'm like, I'll skip that one. Y'all call me when we had one in Colorado or Chicago or something. I'll go to that one. I'll go to that one.
Hit me up later.
Fly me out. I'm trying to get flued out.
I'm trying to get flued out. I need me a nice hotel room.
Yeah, I'll go to a conference for that.
Give me my badge so I walk around and get all my free stuff.
Give me a stipend.
Because every hospital always comes with some free stuff.
A little swag bag.
Mm-hmm. Get your t-shirts and stuff.
Next up, jokes that the average person laughs at. I'm going to be honest. People are not that funny to me. And it takes a lot for me to just be like, things that people expect everybody to laugh. I don't have that kind of humor. I have a different kind of humor. Yeah. Now, like things that we laugh at, I'm genuinely laughing at. Yeah. But sometimes I'll be amongst people and they're like, and I'm like,
where's the joke?
I do feel that sometimes.
That didn't do nothing for me.
But I'm also easy. It's easy to make me laugh.
Like I find a kiki anywhere because I'm a true clown in real life. I'm a true clown in real life.
2.5 seconds.
I'm a clown to an extent.
But I do understand what you're saying. Like
just be like
average.
Ain't that funny to me? People post stuff and they're like, they want you to laugh, and I'm like, it ain't that funny to me. But if you need your little reaction, I'll give it to you.
I give it to you.
Like, I ain't no hater.
I ain't no hater.
Yeah, your engagement. I'm gonna help you get your engagement up though, if you really need it. Shirts with messages on them.
What kind of messages?
Like, people making statements. I'm not big on that, and that's just me. Like, I don't know. And when you have
I got a shirt that say "Thick thighs save lives."
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Ouch! I got Black woman on a mission. Hold on, I might be out too.
On the back,
but most of the shirts have been gifted to me though, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's a cute little saying, thank you," and I'll just wear it to clean up.
See, I didn't realize I didn't like
cut it out. Cut that out.
Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't like message shirts until I think I was thinking about it. I was like, that's a cool message. I like the message. Yeah. But I don't want to wear it.
It's a little too cheesy for you.
That, or it's not, it's just everybody be having stuff, the same stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like.
Kalendra, go against the grain.
Yeah, are we in uniform? But it's stuff like that, for me.
Understandable.
Generic affirmation posts that everybody posts.
Yeah. The Serenity Prayer, stuff like that.
All that.
All those.
ALLAT. All that.
All that.
It's just, I'm like, this cannot apply to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely a demon. So this don't apply. This don't apply to your life right now.
Don't.
No judgment. Talking about, oh yes, I'm living my purpose. You're not living your purpose because you, never mind. But it's just like the fact that everybody uses the same things. And although it can apply to you individually, but it's like, it can't apply to everybody at once. And make your own. Be original.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. And then last but not least, large hotel rooms. Okay, if it's a girls trip, that's different. But I mean, for a romantic getaway, I don't want a huge hotel room. I need
y'all trying to just be on top of each other just the whole time. As soon as you walk in the room, just turn around, we on top of each other.
Yep. Baby, I need a mansion.
Yeah,
I like space.
I need the intimacy of just a regular studio, 400 square feet.
Studio
room.
Studio.
That's a hotel, ain't it? Hotel room, like a king bed.
Yeah, I mean, like a resort style.
It's equivalent.
Like there's rooms. Like you can leave this room and go to the next room.
No, I don't want that. If it's me and my partner.
Okay.
Yeah, I need the intimacy. I need no more than 400 square feet. I'll do 450 at the most. But I need.
You put a number on it too.
Because I know mine.
I like space. I want all the windows. I want like floor to ceiling windows.
Now we do that.
I like it big and luxurious.
No, we do that. Yeah. We do that. Like when we went to Chicago, we had the corner room and we had all the windows on each side. I like that, but that was no more than 400 square feet, and that was perfect because I don't want to be. If we here for a vacay, we supposed to be vacaying.
Yeah, in multiple areas.
Yeah, in this corner, in that corner.
This room.
The balcony on the back. No.
This shower. That shower. The tub.
But I just feel like it's just too much space. And then like some of these rooms are really big to where like you're like, why do I need a whole another room and a couch? We're not even going to be in here. So now I'm wasting my money.
So much room for activities.
I don't like sitting on the couches.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't look like they look old, like they've been there for a long time. And God knows what have been done on them couches.
You can do it too.
Worry about the...
You can do it too.
Worry about them beds, baby. Worry about them
the sheets at least changed.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And, ever since Portia told me about, pulling the sheets back and pulling the comforter back.
Oh, yeah. She got horror stories.
Yeah. She works at the hotel. Or she worked.
Oh, she worked for a hotel. Yeah, for a minute.
So ever since then, I've started pulling back the sheets.
Absolutely.
And the comforters and stuff.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I checked that. But I just feel like with my partner, like, I don't want a huge room because I'm not going to be moving here. And we ain't going to be at the room all day. So, save some funds. I'm going to save the funds. Because if I'm not using another room, then what am I paying for?
I get overstimulated fast and I just get kind of like tired of people kind of like on vacation and stuff. And I'm like ready to go back to the room. So that's kind of my sanctuary. I'm not even going front.
And I get that. But if it's just me and him, then we just going to be.
The smaller the better.
Yeah. I don't like the boutique hotels that are really small. Okay. Like we stayed at a Loft in Seattle. Mm-hmm. It was a little small for me. It was like 200 something square feet.
It was giving hostel.
It was definitely giving a hostel. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all.
Okay.
Is that a long list?
Girl, it was a long list because I got one. I got the one little thing I won't be engaging in. But
and what's that?
What's your one?
I won't be engaging in political posts, but I know Kalindra talks about this before about like people like going back and forth with people, but like in light of recent news, obviously what I can't stand is when people start like reposting stuff, be like, see, like, do you even know what's going on?
Right.
Did you read it in its entirety? Are you watching the news? Because it just blows my mind that people repost. And then when there is somebody that actually reads that's like, okay, well, do you know what's going on here? Like, because this is what's going on, or like, this is what they mean. Like, you have to kind of be careful because then you got those fact checkers that come up in the bottom. Yep. So it's like, if you aren't you aren't a fact checking person, like to validate and make sure that whatever opinion that you have, like it just blows my mind that people will repost and not figure out what's true. Or
that grinds my gears.
Yeah, it's like, do you even know if this is accurate, or are you just reposting because somebody that you know reposted it and you just feel like everything they say is true?
And the headline of the article is usually one of the clickbait ones. You can read the article.
So if anything you repost got something to do with Trump or Elon Musk, or just anything that you didn't read yourself and educate yourself about, please stop reposting stuff because it only makes you look
dumb.
It make you look dumb. Okay, I don't.
Hardy.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna be reposting stuff if I didn't myself read about it. That way, if I feel like going and engaging with somebody and talking about it, then I can speak from a place of knowledge instead of just feelings, because people get their feelings hurt out here. Yeah. So that's just one thing I won't be engaging in, is just reposting a bunch of stuff, which I'm hoping that our listeners aren't just reposting a bunch of stuff. Please read and educate yourself.
If you are,
educate yourself.
Follow me. Yeah. If that's what you're looking for.
Like, and if that's what you do, baby, just unfollow me.
I'm going to unfollow you first, though.
Because that right there, I can't have no parts of it, girl.
No, I got a cousin that does that.
It's enough to stress you out. And it's enough stuff to stress you out. And then you got somebody just reposting dumb stuff and then be like, you see, he don't like black people. I mean, now, obviously, I'm just saying stuff now. But, you got to educate yourself before you just start spewing out stuff. Educate yourself.
No, like I said, I got a cousin that does that. And I want to unfollow her so bad.
Oh, I hope she ain't listening.
But I love her.
But I love you.
Shout out to my cousin.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
But seriously, I like that you brought that up, because that's a big pet peeve of mine too. Because I'm a person, I'm going to read the article before I post something. And like I was saying, there's a lot of clickbait out there.
Yeah.
And the article and the headline doesn't even match half the time. They just want you to click on it to get their little views up or whatever. Yep. So yeah, I'm going to add that to the list.
Just add it to the list.
I'm going to borrow yours.
Add it to the list.
What about you, Jay?
I don't know if this is necessarily a trend, but it's something that's happening. It's common. It ain't nothing but common. competition in real estate amongst specifically Black women.
Mm.
Oh, I was waiting for you to push the button.
I was like, does that go?
You know, it's like they want you to succeed and do well as long as you're not doing it better than them. They want to take you along the ride as long as you don't pass me. Pass them up. Yeah, that is just something that's going on in real estate. I've just been experiencing some weird stuff. Just weird. Especially, it's hard when you're a person that you want everyone to win and you want to take everyone with you with no strings attached.
Yeah.
But then everybody wants to compete with you. Or not necessarily everybody, but people around you want to compete with you. And that's just weird to me.
It's very weird. People are weird.
People are weird.
And crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're so weird. There's so much money out here. Like, I recently went to the International Builders Show. I'm sitting in rooms where they're building multi-million-dollar home. Not one, not two, not three, just multiple million-dollar homes. Communities, commercial projects. And everyone I talk to, yeah, give me a call. I'll help you out with whatever you need. We had this one couple, they just prayed for us in the middle of the floor. This Black couple building $1 million homes. He's an architect. She's an interior designer. And they're like, somebody did it for us, so we just want to do it for y'all. Come out, spend time with us. We'll teach y'all everything you need to know with no strings attached. And I was like, this is normal? Like people just pour into you just because?
But the people that got the money, they're not worried about people competing with them.
They're not worried. Yeah, so I don't know what DFW got going on out here.
You know crabs in a barrel. Oh, my bad.
That's broke people energy.
But it's weird. Just
brokey.
You would want someone like if Brittany, wants to flip houses, get into, deeper into the real estate industry. I want her to surpass me. Like what do I lose?
We can all get this money together, girl.
What do I lose?
And divided we fall.
I gain everything because if she surpasses me, she's going to reach back and like, hey girl, I found another strategy. Come and do this. Like what can you lose? You have everything to gain. So
and if you do it right, like, I've seen your praises. No matter who, like whoever. I know Jaquita, she could do this. She can do this. She can do this.
Yeah.
And like, what's the harm in that? So I understand. Yeah. Granted, I hadn't had that experience, but I understand. And I hate that too. Because it's like, you said it time and time again. It's enough out here for everybody. It's enough money out here for everybody. It's enough real estate out here for everybody. It's just how, like, I guess some people don't want to work that hard. Like some people don't want to work that hard.
That's what it is.
I think, what is that? Black Girls in Real Estate group or whatever. And I was reading one girl's post that said she had been in real estate for, it seemed like not a very long time, like maybe 6 months to a year or something like that. But she just hadn't closed the deal yet. And she was just feeling discouraged. And, like you read some of the comments, there's some women are just very supportive and providing recommendations to her and things. And then there are some other people will be like, well, I mean, maybe this is like, you could do something else. It's like, that's not why people post like that. Right. Like when people post like, hey man, like I'm like, sometimes an encouraging word or just some sort of support to let her know, like, you know what, it happens. It's a slow season or whatever the case is. Like, why discourage somebody or have them maybe thinking this is the wrong career path for them? Like,
wow,
generational wealth is not a wrong path for anybody. Just
exactly.
But I get it, but I hate when I see it too. Yeah. You're like, well, you couldn't say anything inspiring or
just not say anything at all.
Or just not say anything at all.
Or
you couldn't say anything inspirable. I mean, not inspiring. You couldn't say anything inspiring to her. Yeah, I'm country.
They're out here pretending, though. They're out here pretending that they got it together. Like, that everything is just going great on their end. And they're like, you know what? I need to keep this facade up. And in order for me to keep this facade up, I got to stay in competition and I can't let them pass me because then what if they find out I really don't have all the answers?
Oh, that's what it is.
Whew. Like, it's wild. It's a wild game out here.
That makes sense, though. It's like a reverse psychology type of thing, because you don't want to expose yourself. And if somebody does, surpass you or whatever, but you can't take it because you got imposter syndrome. But you are an imposter.
You are an imposter.
That's why you got that syndrome.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like normalize like acknowledging your faults and your failures.
Yeah.
Like that humanizes all of us. Yeah. And then there's always a lesson to be learned in somebody's failure.
Yeah.
Sure. What is that? Failing Forward, that John Maxwell book. But that kind of changed my perspective on failure. Because, you know, I've had plenty of ups and downs in my career and education and life. Like everything hadn't been super breezy. But when I had the Limitless Girls, like I'm completely transparent about my experience at TCU that, you know, didn't pan out well, but I still got my degree, got 2 of them. And it's like, you know, if you don't tell somebody about
the rough parts,
about the rough patches, people think it's just smooth sailing, and it's not. And you got to be okay with not exposing, but just sharing
vulnerability.
Yeah, just being vulnerable about your experience. So, because it'll help somebody, it'll help somebody, it'll bless somebody, and it will get somebody else through. That's
true.
So, I
like that.
I'm just hoping that everybody is out here moving like that. Like, just
I do want to add though. So I saw, so there's this lady that she is like a interviewer, a journalist, and she was interviewing Yolanda Adams. On the red carpet at the, I think, NAACP Awards. And she went up to Yolanda Adams and she was like, so, hey, Yolanda Adams, you've been strong in your career. She's like, you had some ups, you had some downs, some mountains, some valleys. And Yolanda was like, she's like, yes, God's seen me through. She said, yes, I have had valleys, but everybody should share in your valleys. So my understanding of that is be wise with who you share certain things with. Because not everyone is your audience for once. And then not everyone knows you enough to take that information and be gentle with it. You know, some people might want to hold it against you later on or tell your business. So Limitless Girls was their perfect audience for that, because they are girls that are growing and going to school and things like that. But when people, I would use the example of when people post their downfalls on the internet. Just because they're your followers don't mean that they really rock with you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So being vulnerable, I think, should be reserved for your close circle, people that you do life with, instead of publicly doing it. It's just not everybody has your best interest at heart. You know, some people can be praying against you. You just never know. So yeah, I would say keep that in a shared space. Like,
I would agree with that take on a certain extent, but and just being mindful and having discernment about what you choose to share.
Yeah.
But I know, like, for me, a lot of the stuff that because I tend to have word vomit, I do overshare, but like I stand on mine. Like, so it's different strokes for different folks, but it's like, can't nobody take nothing that's meant for me. Like, obviously if you praying on my downfall, so you praying on my downfall,
you gonna fall down.
I'm stay now.
Serve a big God.
I serve a big God. Okay?
Yeah, I think scenario it just depends on this scenario.
I think it's situational too. I do agree, again, like Brittany said, to some extent, but I do feel like your story can change someone else's life, and you have no clue what it could do for someone. Like, there have been times where I've posted like real estate tips, or in certain groups, I've posted like little things about, oh, I learned this. And people have inboxed me like, you don't know how much this particular piece of information has just helped me. And me, I'm looking at it as like, man, I messed up. I failed. This wasn't great, but this is how you can overcome it. And they're looking at it like, whoa, like, girl.
Was that primarily in the groups though?
No, just like on my regular page and in groups, like in real estate groups and on my just regular social media. Yeah. So I mean, but I think there's like a certain level of information you give.
Yes.
There's just a certain, like, they don't need to know every detail.
Every little detail. Yeah. Because of course we all have failures. And that's another thing, people be like, people always just post the good and they never post the bad. Well, I don't get on social media to look at people's bad. And misery loves company. And I don't want that. I don't want the negativity all day, every day. So it's just so many angles of that. Like, I get on there to be supportive and to be happy for people. Now, if people want to hit me up personally and share what they have experienced, I have no problem with that. Because that's a personal and protected space. But I don't want to get on there all day and see people like
long post alert. You be like,
oh my gosh,
skip.
Yes,
skip.
Because I'll be in a good mood and
mute
then I
for
start
30 days.
Yes, mute for 30. I've done that a few times.
Thank you, girl.
I've done that.
Thank you, girl, because I very much took that
because I absorb people's feelings, you know, and I'm reading like the sad stuff. Now, you know, if someone wants to announce that someone passed away, that's different.
Yeah.
But if they're sharing about like they had a bad day and they're complaining about everybody else and stuff like that, I'm like, I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna have to skip.
If we don't get to an upside, if it's not like this, and happen, but hey.
But God. But God. But God at the end or something.
Right. I'm going to follow you.
Give me some light to look forward to. Because the drib drab, that riffraff, okay, is what that ends up being. You be like, oh my God, dude.
Yes.
I want to pray for you, but like, do you need prayer?
Do you want to be healed?
Psychiatric help?
Do you want to be healed?
Yeah. Do you want it? Do you need it?
Like Jesus asked that man at the fountain pool. You know, he was supposed to step in and get healed.
Oh yeah.
And he was just laying there talking about people keep getting in before me. He's like, do you want to be healed? Because I be looking at some
do you
posts.
Want this?
You want to complain every single day, and you claim you never have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure you have some good days in between those bad
You ain't
days.
posted them though.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you are addicted to being negative. And there's some people like that.
Addicted. Ooh.
So it's just, you know, multiple things that
like check y'all feed. If you realize that some of your stuff is more negative than it is positive, just take time out of your day. Be like, you know what? I woke up. I got food.
Yep.
I'm all right. Today was a good day. Like every now and again, just post that. So your timeline won't be filled with just foolishness.
Give us some range.
Give us some range.
Balance it out, please.
I want a midday. I want a good day. not all your bad days.
I get on social media to laugh and to be inspired.
Yes, give me a joke.
Yeah,
tell me about your boss that tripped and fell up the stairs. I like a good little laugh.
Tell me about the guy that complimented you, and you know, like I don't mind hearing that kind of stuff. Like, like just stuff that uplifts.
Yeah, tell me about that pay it forward at Starbucks that you didn't do.
Yeah, right.
that stopped at you.
It ends here. Thank you.
How much? 20 what? Oh no, I'm all right. I'm all right.
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. I was paying with the app anyway.
Yes, like stuff
Baby,
like that.
I got a gift card.
To pay it forward.
Ooh, that happened. Oh, one time. Remember I told you
maybe y'all should do that.
College?
Somebody do it. Somebody do it and tell me how it goes.
Somebody do it in this room.
Yeah, somebody pay it forward. Tell me how that work out.
Yeah, like stuff like
y'all
that,
clowns.
guys.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, we're just grateful. You know, we're grateful that we are able to share things with y'all, but we ain't gonna just tell everybody everything on the airwaves. And we just want to speak into each other, and we want to emphasize and encourage accountability. So that brings us to our next segment as
goals.
Y'all ready for some goals?
Smart goals.
Pew, 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 pew. Oh, my bad.
There you go. There we go.
Goals in different area codes.
Goals in different area codes.
Who wants to begin?
You got a list, don't you?
Me? I only got 2 things.
Oh, okay.
Start us off.
Okay. So one of my goals is to have another content on High Rise for sure.
Okay.
As soon as the venue gets back to me,
riffraff.
moment of silence. Yeah, because I'm like, I shouldn't have to stalk you, but here we are. But yeah, that's coming for sure. And I've always wanted to do an early morning book club. Sounds crazy, but like I just want. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, because I know, like, of course, people have work, but I'm thinking 7 a.m. So there's this restaurant I like to go to, and it's pretty open, good space. It's great food, and they're open at 7 a.m. So I want to like do a book club before work, like maybe every other week or once every 3 weeks or something, and then just talk about the book over coffee or even the food. They got really good food. So that's another thing I want to do this year. It's just who's crazy enough to get up at 7 a.m. and meet up.
I just got kids. If we could do like 6 a.m. The days Dante is off because it'd only be like once a week or so.
Oh yeah, once every other week or something.
Okay, yeah, that works.
I just don't know if they open at 6
just the days Dante's off.
But yeah, okay.
I get kids ready in the morning.
Yeah, well, there was.
But other than that, yeah. That's a good idea.
I was challenged to so there's a book I have called Church Girl, and I met the author at my sister's church. And it's by Dr. Sarita Lyons. I was able to meet and speak with her. And then the first lady of the church, she challenged me after I had a conversation with her and the author to start a book club on the book. And she challenged me like last year in the fall or something like that. And I haven't gotten around to it. Yeah. I do have friends like waiting, like, oh, ain't you going to do it? You going to do it? And I just been trying to figure out when the time was right.
Yeah.
The sun is coming out. I am coming out because, I just don't do the winter time.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to be a spring thing for sure. So just y'all be looking for that announcement because it's coming soon. And that's about, thank you. That's about all I think right now, my short-term goal. So who's next? Why y'all looking like that?
Who's next? Go.
Okay. So for me, all of my goals are always real estate related. I mean, it's just my life.
Let's do it.
It's my life, you know.
Let's do it.
I have quite a few. I need to get another Airbnb here. I want to get one in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
I want to actually start my staging company. Not like, hey guys, I stage. No, I want to like actually start the actual company. I'm actually in the process of doing that.
Okay. Staging Anonymous.
One big one at the builder show, I was kind of challenged a little bit about maybe opening like a furniture store.
You've been wanting to do this for years.
And I'm like, wait a minute, because this lady told me they're building $2 million homes. And she just networked with the furniture store. They put all the furniture in there and allowed the buyers to just buy everything. And she said they put like $150,000 worth of furniture in there, and the buyer bought $130,000 worth.
In the home?
In the home,
Very cool
with staging. But imagine if I had my own furniture, threw it in there, and let a buyer buy it.
I was
like,
oh my God.
Yes. That's a great idea. Yeah. And then I'm almost finished. I just need to edit it and design, but I came out with an ebook geared for real estate agents, but also for homeowners on how to pinpoint systems in a house.
Love it.
Another clap. Another round of applause.
Love it.
People don't know, you got an HVAC system, right? But do you know how it works? Do you know what a furnace is? Do you know what a condenser is? Do you know what ductwork is? Do you know what Freon is? Like, do you know these things? So I was like, man, these realtors are out here,
just out here. And no shade, because it's not in their job description to know the structure of a house, but True. I'm trying to fill that gap. People are always so interested in, oh, you're a general contractor. I want to be a general contractor. Well, do you know what all of this takes? You don't even know what these basic things are. So I came out with this book to just explain the basic parts of home ownership. That's neat.
It's basic. And I made it easy, and I put pictures. And I'm only using pictures for my stuff. So I have no stock photos. Because I'm like, I want y'all to know, like, this is real.
Yes.
Like, this is real.
See, that's what sets you apart. Especially from other realtors.
Yeah.
Them Marzettes love to educate. They stay on my head about changing out my filters. Did you change your filters? You change your filters.
But people don't know. Like, people don't know.
No, we don't.
They don't know. I just gifted the buyer of my flip just a couple filters. Like, hey, girl, because you don't know what size they are. And you're not going to worry about changing them until your air, you like, why is it not cold? Why is it not hot? What's going on? What's all this dust? You're not going to do anything. So, hey, I don't know. I want to educate people about home ownership.
I love
like
that.
the other side.
That. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's
Go
amazing.
ahead and this is Jaquita Marzette, aka Mogul Marzette, aka Realtor.
Money Marzette. Yes.
Look, if you need a realtor, she's your girl. If you need a stager, she's your girl.
Hit me up.
If you need a GC, general contractor, she's your girl.
Hit me up.
And what am I missing? Flipper up and down like flipper.
Go ahead. Never mind. We ain't gonna finish
Bend
that.
Bend it over. Oh, no.
We ain't even gonna finish that one. We're gonna
bend them filters over. Let them put them in for the back.
So that's really it for me.
I love it.
That's amazing. And I love it.
Ebook coming soon.
I'm with it.
Speaking of ebooks, I want to shout out Jordan. She just came out with an anti-inflammatory ebook.
Yes, anti-inflammatory cookbook. Yes, she's amazing.
Yes. So
shout out.
Check that
we need to grab a link and maybe attach it to the episode or something.
Yeah. We shall share it.
Yeah.
What about you, Big Brick?
Big.
I've had that spirit of conviction since Calendar and I had talked about working with younger girls, because I know that you work with young girls, and I used to work with young girls, limitless girls, with my mother and my aunt a while ago,
and through the church, right?
And through church, but originally it was a standalone.
It was independent.
Yeah, so we would have girls from all over the Metroplex, from Arlington to Crowley, Keller, you name it, and we take them on college tours.
Yeah.
Any museums, but we do sleepovers, fitness. Like, it was always a theme every month. My mom would let me kind of curate the season, and I love doing the college tours because I love reaching out and scheduling everything, and it was a whole thing. But either way, I said I felt convicted to like, I don't know if I'm ready to create the group again, but I do want to mentor a teen or a child of some sort. So I'm just gonna make an effort to make myself available, and it would likely start like at church, just be available. But I just want to kind of pour into somebody. I feel like that's kind of what's missing from my routine, is having that, because that used to be a really huge part of my life, where I would spend time curating, figuring out how we're going to pay for it, and get the girls from A to B and make sure they get fed and back home. And so I want to do that.
You need to come with me and my girls one day.
That's a vision and a goal of mine, to mentor, and just make it one-on-one, because my last one, Jade, bless her heart, she passed away. So I am. Oh, she passed away in a car accident. It was very just.
I thought we just talked about her.
No, we did not talk.
It was a different girl then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But thank you. But I would love to be able to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a great person for that.
They really got dark and deep. But I felt convicted, and I really would like to do it again. And expose some young girls to some cool stuff, or at least cool stuff that I really wish that I had been exposed to growing up. But yeah,
I can see you doing like early 20s too. I can see you doing like I know it sounds crazy, but you're just very well put together, very well rounded. We all have our things, but
not the charm school, not the Monique Charm School.
Oh Lord!
I
mean, I feel like there's some 20-somethings that could definitely learn from you. Your money management skills, your organization skills, all of those things. I feel like there's some. The teens, of course, but there's some 20-somethings that could learn too. I mean, I'm just saying.
It was challenging to also, because I like, like the younger age group, the 7 to 10. So it was a challenge for me to really like get into mentoring high schoolers.
Oh yeah.
And like, once I finally found my groove and I had like my mentee and things, it was like, okay, I could do this. Like, it's not as scary as parents make it seem, because they always make it seem like their child is out of control, and that may very well be true. I don't know, but I just know that whenever you get with them, they're different. Yeah. And I don't know. I miss having that experience. So that's a goal of mine this year, is to secure and have a meaningful mentorship relationship, and not just because I've been a mentee before, and sometimes a mentee, you drop off the face of the earth. Sometimes I'm like, I need you. I need you. I need you. But I just want to be present and helpful and supportive, and all the things that all the things that my mom was, and what we had with that group. So
y'all had a great.
It was a great group, and my mom was rain, sleet or snow. We doing it. Yeah. Cold weather, no cold weather. We doing it. We showing up. So that's how that's how I'm coming this year.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I know you and I spoke about possibly collaborating one day and having our own thing. Because I do want to do an independent one. Yeah. Like, of course, like through the church. It's great.
Like, I'd love to have the principles. It's just sometimes
you can't get everybody to the church.
Sometimes you can't get everybody through the church. And sometimes it's just some kids in your neighborhood, some kids that you've seen in passing that don't attend church or whatever the case is. But
right. Exactly. They need it.
Yeah, just seeing their face once a month or, couple times a quarter, and just making sure that they have just another resource and expose them to some things that they may and like just ask them what do you want to do? Because I think that was a really, really fun part was what do you want to do? And then a lot of them cosmetology, or I think I want to go into real estate. And it's like, I hate that I didn't know Jaquita then, because it would have been an amazing kind of thing to expose. Like, you want to go see a flip house? You want to go put some stuff on? Yeah, you want to go do some demo? Like, what you trying to do? Because like I love being able to put you in a space where you can like just get a feel for it and see if that's what you really want to do. And let's just talk about your plans for your future and how can we execute? Because it's always money is the problem. Money is the reason why I can't do this, or I got to help my mama watch these kids, or I got to do this. And it's like, there's always a way. Yeah. There's always a way.
There is. There is.
Where there's a will.
All I want to do is just help you find the way.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's life-changing.
Yeah, it is.
That's my goal, aside from just working on my fitness and just taking care of this 30-plus-year-old body. Taking care of this body seems like it's a
1900s.
Were you born in the 1900s? Oh my God!
Got us feeling like Benjamin Franklin.
Got me feeling like I'm aged.
Christmas.
Oh my God!
But no, I'm glad you brought that up though, because I like to ask my girls when we first start our season again, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because that gives me an idea of what our excursions can be.
Yeah,
and
I like
things that they'll enjoy.
Excursions. Excursions. I like to make it a whole thing. We're gonna have breakfast, then we're gonna stop and we're gonna go here.
Yeah.
And I'd love for us to have just a quick moment so we can recap. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, what sparked your interest. Oh man.
Yep.
I like that.
Oh man.
Yes.
When we did the college tours, because I picked all of them. UNT, TCU, UTA, SMU, DBU. We went to all of them. And I mean, like, obviously over time, but I just remember, like, some girls like, oh my God, like, this campus looks so big. And I remember one girl said, SMU looked like a plantation.
Oh, wow.
This school looked like a plantation. I'm like, it does.
It really does
give plantation.
Right.
Yeah. But if this ain't where you want to go, baby, there's plenty of other schools. And I remember talking to my mom, like thinking, like, how can we incorporate like HBCUs? Because the majority of the girls were minorities. So it's like, why can't we do a fun little? She's like, now we got to figure out how we're going to pay for that. We got to figure out how we're going to pay for that, because HBCU tour is going to be a little costly.
Yeah.
But I say, balls to the wall, baby. We got to get this done. We got to get this done. There's so many sweet kids, wonderful kids out there that deserve to have that really cool experience. Like, what is it? Girls Inc.
Yep.
There's another mentorship group, but they offer tutoring, pick them up from school. They do CPR classes, which, once I can do that too. But just finding ways to get the girls just excited about life and excited about what they want to do with their lives. I feel like I'm taking over with goals, but
go ahead.
That's something that I've been convicted, because when we talked about it, I was like, oh, I'm not ready. It kind of reminds me too much about just my mom and all the things. But now I'm just thinking, it's time.
You ready?
It's time.
I know why you're doing it. I believe the children are our future.
They're our future.
Teach them well and let them lead.
So it
the
sounds
way.
like you need to open a nonprofit and get your grant writing on, so you can get some grant money, so you can like just take off full force.
She's ready looking at you.
What?
She want me to jump in here first. I said, I need to find me a mentee first. I want to pour into one person. Right? I need to find me my one person.
Does it have to be a nonprofit?
It doesn't have to be a nonprofit, but that's money she can get, that she doesn't have to pay back.
Because ultimately,
for the purpose,
I would love to do scholarships and want to make sure that our girls get off to college, or if they want to go to the military or whatever the case is. I just want to make sure that they have resources and education We can have authors, speakers come out, do us a little panel. Not a panel. my panel will be good.
That's a trigger word for
I'm a great mediator.
Trigger word. Panel. I start twitching.
But also, I know teens don't care about no panel. We got to figure something else out. But
that's going to be for your 20-something.
For my 20-something. But when I tell you, there's so many different programs. Like at Texas Health, we have these apprenticeship programs for people that want to be phlebotomists or pharmacy technicians, things like that. Now, granted, those aren't like long-term careers to just be a pharmacy tech. You'd have to go back to school and get some additional certifications. But, for those who think college may not be immediate, like, let's figure out some trades.
My little sister is a pharmacy tech.
Plumbers.
My youngest sister. She actually started in high school because they had a program.
Yeah, and I love those dual credit programs. Those those high schools that allow you to get some credits with TCC.
When she was in high school, she took care of me when I had the flu, and she knew what all of my prescriptions were.
Oh.
I was like, "How do you know this?"
See, they don't just count pills; they do other stuff too.
Yeah, I was just shaking up
antibiotics.
She's my baby sister, and I was just like, "You know all this stuff." Mm-hmm. So there's so many, and it's a gateway because she's going to be a pediatrician.
Yeah.
So, just so many things that programs out there that are available for them to partake in.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And dang it, I remember us having a few girls that were interested in going to school for criminal justice. And I hate, I didn't know enough, Black attorneys or, people that occupy that space that could show them the way, while you're in college, you need to find somebody that can mentor you to get you in these spaces or join these networking groups so you can make sure you go to these mixers and meet these judges and senators and other politicians. So you can figure out where you want to land. Yeah. But, people don't know until they've already spent however many years, at this place and been a paralegal at this organization when they probably could have been leaps and bounds ahead had they just, had the right connection. Yeah. And I'm not saying I got all the connections, but baby, I'll try. Yeah. I'm going to try. We'll knock on some doors and find somebody.
Yeah. It's crazy because you're saying oh man, I wish I knew Jaquita at that time. I wish I knew an attorney. What do you have now?
I have connections.
Yeah, I got that.
You have these people now. So it's you're jumping in at a great time. Yeah. It wasn't, it may not have been the time at that, at that particular moment.
Yeah, I was still figuring out my career when we were doing it then. So
now God set it up. God set it up. He put you in rooms. He put people around you.
Yeah, he said, here you go. You've lived a little bit.
Preach, Minister Kita.
I'm just saying,
let's do it.
Evangelist.
Oh, let's do
Marzette
it.
Just said,
she did.
I'm just playing.
Minister Marzette.
Yeah.
Minister Marzette.
All the things. Mogul, funny. Money, minister, missionary, all the things.
Mrs.
My mind.
Mrs.
But yes, guys, our goals, this is the beginning of the year. Well, we're about to be in March.
Girl, it is March.
Oh, yeah, it is
March.
Third month of the year. So we got 9 months to...
We got big birthdays in March. Granny Jean's birthday is this month. My mommy.
Birthday.
All
happy
the things.
Birthday, everyone.
Debbie's birthday is this month,
the 27th, right? Y'all going to Jacksonville?
Oh no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere.
JB,
I'm trying
to sell my house. Right now, I'm on lockdown until I get this house on the market.
No money being spent.
Yeah,
but
my dad's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Yeah, he listened to the podcast, so
he is loved.
Shout out
Let
to
him know. Come on, Boogie Mac.
Come on, Boogie Mac. The brisket nachos. Come on now.
Yeah.
Who's that video? You said, I make the best barbecue. I said,
yes. That was years ago.
Yeah.
That was years ago because I bought him an apron and it said Boogie Mac's Grill, not knowing that I was going to prophesy. That was a prophecy.
Yes, you spoke of his life.
Yeah. And that was 3 years ago. And then he ended up starting up his restaurant, which is now going to be only a food truck. And the food truck is about ready. So
spoken to his life.
Yes.
And you didn't need a gift card for it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go pass out, girl.
Sure did.
You prophesied.
There you go.
But praise
you
be
funny.
to God.
He just got it.
Yeah. Oh, you funny.
It went over my head. Wait.
No, we talked about last time about
Walmart.
them pushy prayer warriors.
But y'all had gift cards when y'all was praying for folks.
Oh yeah. We did. But
I figured our listeners would get that one.
yeah.
Our true listeners.
If they was listening.
Yeah.
If they was listening.
Yeah, y'all listen actively. You get these keys.
When you get
Even if you get them 5 minutes late.
Yeah, because it was definitely late for me. But we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Share with us any goals that y'all have for the year. I'm interested to hear what goals y'all have. And if it's real estate related, I'm interested to see if I can help.
Yeah. Britt.
I say send those teens. Oh, not send those teens. My way it sounds really weird. If you know me, like let's talk about it because I am excited about starting a mentorship group. Yeah. And even if any of our followers who have careers in those big areas like finance, criminal justice, medicine, nursing, you name it. Like we need all those people to represent cosmetology. Real estate. We got our real estate mogul, but
we got aviation too.
Yeah, we got aviation. We got
tours.
We got all the stuff. So I'm just saying, education and just all of the wonderful careers that everybody's worked so hard to obtain. Like let's just work to reach back. So let's connect because I'm trying to execute and I want to do it in a big way.
Let's connect. And stop doing these panels that don't make no sense. Not just like
if I ask some of our pros, like, hey man, I need some people to be on a panel, but I got good questions. I'm gonna mediate. I promise I can make it good. You got people that done sourdough experience on the panel.
You're gonna make Calendra turn green.
But I know she's gonna Hulk out. But that's all. That's all I had. Thank you so much to our listeners. I love y'all. And let's do this thing.
Let's collaborate.